welcome to this video. I'm Marcus Hayes, and as you can see, I'm in desperate need of a haircut. Shout to everyone out there who's been brave enough to get the clippers out for a DIY lockdown trim. I think I'm going to hold out until my barber reopens his shop. Shout out to Mr. Solanke if you're watching. Loads of you have been in touch to wish me and my girlfriend Kat well in our new home. We're settling in really well, and I'll give you a little bit of a tour around the place in a minute. Before that though, I've had a package through the post from MAUDE, my MOREDOOR Mark II Escort, from a generous subscriber called Lee Wallace. Right, so inside this package that has been appropriately labelled Drifty Bits by Lee is a set of steering arms. Now these aren't stock steering arms, they're billet steel ones, really heavy duty. I think you'd pretty much break every other component on your steering and suspension before you broke these, and these are actually really expensive to buy. Huge thanks to Lee for sending me these steering arms, I really appreciate it. Alright, so the way these work, they basically bolt to the hub area of your front struts with these two bolt holes, so that'd be like on the inside of your wheel, and then the track rod end goes through here. I think that's upside down actually, yeah, it'd be through there like that. And basically your track rod end is attached to your steering rack, so when you turn your steering wheel right, it obviously pushes against that and turns the wheel right, and then obviously you've got the other one on the other side that gets pulled in the direction that you want to turn as well. Now the difference between these and a stock set of steering arms, apart from the fact that these are billet steel and really heavy duty, they're a lot wider than the standard ones as well. Yeah, a lot stronger, but they're also shorter. And what I mean by that is, if you imagine, like I said, this is bolted to the hub area of your strut and the track rod ends here. The standard ones, I think these are shorter than 20mm, so the track rod would be attached here, which means you're further away from the pivot point. Now, by having the track rod end closer to the pivot point, it basically means that you end up with more lock. It also does make the steering heavier and make the steering quicker, because you'll be doing the same amount of turns on your steering wheel to get more lock at the wheel. As I've mentioned in a previous video, I won't be able to use these bolt-on steering arms at the moment because I've still got the standard 1300 GL front struts fitted to MOREDOOR, and the steering arms are actually cast into the strut. It's all one piece. But when I do eventually upgrade to either RS2000 front suspension or Capri 2.8 front suspension, like I've got fitted to Esther, my ST170 powered Mark I Escort, then it's good to know that as soon as I do upgrade the suspension, I'll have extra lock, which is literally going to be a game changer when it comes to drifting. So yeah, massive thanks again to Lee Wallace for sending me them steering arms. They're going to be a great help in the future when I actually am able to use them. And a thanks again to everyone out there who's regularly offering me advice and parts. I really appreciate all the support. With all that being said, let's have a look around the new house. So as you would have seen, we've still got this sofa that we had in the old place. Not my favourite bit of furniture, but it does the job. Kat's in the background telling me to shut up, because she does like the sofa. Still got the musical instruments in the living room. Got my office area set up now as well. That's pretty cool. But yeah, this front room's a lot bigger than the last place. Got my Ed Sheeran art on the wall that I made up just out of 4 postcards that we got when we went to his hometown to see a gig. And then this thing here is just like a bracelet. His mum makes jewellery and all the money goes to charity, so while we was in his hometown, we bought that. I've also got this artwork on the wall, which is a couple of prints of some artwork from an artist called Ian Cook. Check out his Instagram. In fact, at the Goodwood Festival of Speed last year, we saw him actually producing one of his paintings. He actually uses model cars and he wheels that over the paper on the floor in the paint to make the art. It's pretty cool. My favourite bit about the front room though is this glass cabinet, which we didn't have at the old place. Me and Kat put that together last weekend, I think it was. And the top shelf has just got a few of my model cars. I'm not a massive model car collector, to be honest. I've got a few Royal Mail vans, mostly old school Fords. This one's obviously a bit more of a modern Transit, but it's a raced up one. Got bucket seats and harnesses in it and that. Pretty cool. This model, very special to me. It's made by a company called Seiko, which isn't the best company for making these models, but Kat got me that on my 29th birthday, which was the first birthday of mine that we shared together, and that was also the day that I blew up the Pinto engine in my Mark I on the way to the rolling road. So yeah, that day was a mixture of emotions. This is when I had my birthday at the Classic Ford show at Santa Pod, which we used to do pretty much every year. Yeah, that was my 30th birthday. This model here It was the first model in like a subscription thing, and you get the first one cheap. It was like $1.99. It was a touring car collection. I suppose they deemed this one the rubbishest model out of the collection. That's why they gave this one away really cheap in the first sort of issue, and then you just had to ring up and cancel so that they didn't carry on charging you. So yeah, got that model for $1.99. It's pretty good detail for $1.99. And then down here I've got one of each colour of the Hot Wheels Mark 1s that I've collected. I've got just shy of 50 of these in total in various different colours. Yeah, that's just one of each colour that I decided to take out of the packet and put in the cabinet. All the others that I've got are mint in the packet, so just tucked away. Not a massive Hot Wheels collector, but you know, I thought while they were doing the Mark 1s, might as well collect them. Got this sort of see-through step thing off of Amazon, was it? Yeah. But yeah, I could quite easily put models underneath there as well. Moving down to this shelf, this is Kat's Disney set that her family got her one Christmas, was it? Yeah. She's a Disney nut. Various other ornaments here, and then same down the bottom. But yeah, really like that. Got that from IKEA. It was about 65 quid, that glass cabinet. Well worth it. Anyway, so that's the living room. Into the spare bedroom. This has sort of become a bit of a record storing DJ room thing. Had my decks and my records in storage for years and years. Cost me loads of money to store them. Way more than they're worth, but it's just nostalgia really. I actually did get rid of about 350 records a few years ago. I think I still need to get rid of some more. Got loads down here as well. Yeah, so the decks are Technic 1210 Mark IIs. Got them when I was 16, I think, so had them a long time. This is a Bay Ringer mixer. This is a couple of designs I've been working on for future merchandise. Let me know what you reckon of them. Got a set of CD decks up there which I need to repair, but luckily I found a video on YouTube that shows exactly what I need to do to repair them. They're not reading the discs, and this wooden bit here screws to this sort of DJ table thing, so you can have the CD decks there as well. Got a little shelf up here with Ed Sheeran records still in a packet. I've never played them or anything, and then I've got tickets from when we went to see Ed Sheeran. But yeah, other than that, this is, you know, a spare bedroom. That's the hallway to the front door. Bathroom. Our bedroom. The Disney obsession continues, although I bought them. They're pretty cool. Got another one of the Mark 1 Escort Royal Mail vans, and then a couple of guitars that were also in storage with my decks. So got 3 guitars in the house now. This one was one that my brother lent to me years ago. I'm going to give that back to him. But yeah, this is my first ever guitar, so I'm going to keep that forever, as well as any other guitars I buy over the years. Into the kitchen. It's just a kitchen. Just give you a quick look outside. There's a field right there, which is what we walk around every day at the moment. Yeah, it's a masonette, so the other people own the upstairs. Bit of a front garden. I know the videos have been a bit few and far between lately because I haven't been doing anything on my cars, but there is something I need to look at today to do with Maude's new garage. Right, so the problem I'm having is the garage roof is leaking. Leaky sump life. It's leaking in various places. This was one of the spots. I don't know if that shows up properly on the camera, but it's not a crack, but it definitely looks like something's going on there. There's a good few spots in various places where it was leaking when it was raining recently. Right, so as you can see up here, there's a thick layer of moss and goodness knows what. We're only going to be able to see what's going on with this leak if we get all this off first. Yeah, this gutter's really blocked with stuff as well, so I have to clean that out. And I think this roof has got asbestos in it, so I don't want to be using anything really abrasive on it, but we've got some long bits of wood that I'm going to try first because I also don't want to walk on this. Yeah, you can see where it's got all up in between where they're overlapping. Fixing's loose. Alright, so we're up at the other end on top of the garage now. The slope goes down that way. I think if we scrape this area back here, we can just lift this up and put it into a bag, and then the rest you can start pushing the other way. This is loosening up quite easily, so I'll get the broom up here, you know what I mean? Cat just found this crack And then there's one over there as well. Found another crack, goes from about there to there. And that crack from earlier basically continues all the way to the end of that piece. Yeah, it's starting to look like it's going to need a proper repair. Cat's going to war with the branches on the tree. Just going to use this long bit of wood now to push all the debris down the other end of the roof. Seem to be making quite good progress. Yeah, I think we'll just sweep onto the floor, Cat. We'll just sweep up down here after.
There you go, it's moving.
Yeah. Just get up there and show you what she looks like now. Yeah, this is a million times better than it was. To be honest, I was hoping that I was only going to find, you know, maybe 1 or 2 cracks, and I was looking to try and bodge it or fix it with some sort of sealer. But realistically, there's so many cracks in it, I don't even think it's worth wasting the time and money on, you know, roof sealant. We've obviously got quite a lot of sweeping up to do around here now. Get rid of all these branches and stuff, which I won't bother filming. Right, into a new day. I've got work today, but first I'm going to head to Maude's old garage because I've still got some stuff that I need to clear out of there. Right, so I'm here at Maude's old garage. Just got these last few bits to pick up. Alright, so Maude is on van duties today. But another thing I need to try and tackle is this big oil leak stain. So what I've got here is some cat litter. Now obviously I have a cat at home, my girlfriend, but she's actually trained to use a normal toilet. We literally bought this cat litter to try and solve this issue. Time to get to work. Right, so a few hours later and work is done. I only do half a day on a Saturday. I'm going to pop now to my other garage, which is close to where I work, to drop this stuff off. Round the other garage then, and Maude is now unloaded. Got all the stuff in the garage. Don't come round here very often, obviously, with what's going on in the world at the moment, and I keep forgetting that I bought all those panels for Maude. Maude's new ST170 engine sitting on the stand looking pretty, but as I've mentioned before, I'll have to wait until I get my G19 sump. I actually spoke to G19 recently asking about my sump because I was told it'd only be a couple of weeks because it was nearly ready, but soon after he told me that, they went into lockdown, so I'll have to wait. Yep, she's still there. Your time will come soon, darling, don't you worry. Cat has bought some more cat litter. It's been so long since I've had a McDonald's. Got to put up with cat's food every day. What a beast. Got up to about 12 mile an hour there.
60.
Right, I suppose what I'll do first is sweep this about and see if it will help it soak up any more oil. Maybe walk all over it again.
It looks like a nice outfit.
Yeah. It'll do something, but just how much, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got a brand new broom, telescopic handle, that worries me in terms of strength.
Look it.
Maybe it's this thing. Bitter trocken und wo Witterung sein Flüssen. Geschütz aufwahren. Oh, that's how you do it.
Yeah, obviously. Instead of me being camerawoman, can I try?
Yeah. So the new broom doesn't lock in its extended position. Walk on it a bit more and sweep it up and see what it looks like. I'll have to look back at the footage from earlier to see if it looks any better. At the end of the day, it's not a puddle there, is it? So
Just a stain.
I think it's good enough, but we'll still put some more down.
Yeah.
Biff area.
Fix the handle. Woo!
Need to clean that stain off the door as well. Handbrake turn?
No.
Handbrake turn?
No.
Handbrake turn?
No.
Handbrake turn?
Shut up.
Handbrake, handbrake. Pull it, pull it. I know this video hasn't been exactly the most exciting one I've ever put out. Some people have been in touch to ask what I've been up to while I can't do work on the cars, so I thought I might as well make a video. Huge thanks again to Lee Wallace for sending those steering arms. I really appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to seeing what it's like drifting with extra lock. If you did think this video is any good, please do give it a thumbs up and a share. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Click subscribe if you want to keep up to date with all my future uploads, and check the links in the description for my social media and my email address. So other than that, until next time, from me and from Kat, thanks for watching.